Hi, I'm Joe Basil, and welcome to OliveTreeCommunity's Weekly D. This is take 2. I just had an awesome time in God's Word, and it didn't record. It's happened to me a couple times. That's alright, let's do this again, man. Maybe the things that God needed you to hear that I didn't say. So we'll make this a little bit shorter, because I want to make sure, I'm just being authentic and enjoying this. So this week, the Weekly D is connected to John chapter 1, verse 45. And because the reason we're doing that is because we're starting a new series called The Prophecies, and we're looking at all the prophecies leading up to the Messiah, and all the things that the Messiah would be like. So we're doing that this Sunday at the OTC. And so, and this is the verse. This is my personal devos. This is me prepping for this Sunday. So join me as I get into God's Word here together. It's going to be very interactive. While I'm going to be reading this passage and looking at this, you should be thinking about 3 questions. What is God like? Get that down. What is God like? Then if God's like that, question number 2, what should I be like? And after you get that question down, question number 3 is, then what verse is speaking to me? You say, I don't even know why, but it's speaking to me. Today we're going to be in John chapter 1, verse 45. And we're looking at, this Sunday, we're looking at a prophet like Moses. And so we're going to be looking here in the New Testament how Philip and Nathaniel actually make this reference about this Jesus, that he is the one that Moses was talking about. So, going to be pretty cool. So go ahead and think about those questions as I read, and just follow along with me. We're going to be in John chapter 1, verse 43, starting there. The next day, Jesus decided to leave for Galilee. Finding Philip, he said to him, "Follow me." I talked about this a bit ago, and it just stands out to me. Jesus didn't sit Philip down and be like, dude, here's the 5-year plan. Here's my vision. Here's my mission. Here's how I plan to accomplish this. Here's what we're going to do. I want you to, didn't pull him into a pub and say, let me convince you to become a supporter, to become a staff member. He didn't do any of that. He said, follow me. I love it. I love it. And Philip does. And as I thought about it, Jesus didn't do that with me either. I may have heard about Jesus, I may have all these different things, but what made me follow him was that voice. Whether I heard it in his word, whether I heard it in the words of other people, whether I heard it in someone else preaching about it, but it was his voice I heard. Follow me. It took 7 years, but I heard those words. And when I think about why I came to become this follower of Jesus, it was his words. Follow me. It wasn't his 5-year plan. And so he says the same thing, follow me. Philip, like Andrew and Peter, was from the town of Bethsaida. Philip found Nathanael and told him, we have found the one Moses wrote about in the law, and about whom the prophets also wrote, Jesus of Nazareth, the son of Joseph. So here he's making this reference of a prophet like Moses. Nazareth? Can anything good come from Nazareth? Nathanael asked. Come and see, said Philip. And this is big to me. This is big to me. I love Nathaniel's honesty. Nathaniel's just like, imagine whatever the bad town is from your neighborhood. And now we're talking about the Messiah, the Mashiach, the Christos, the Christ, the anointed one, the King of Israel. We're talking about he's found the King. Now think of the worst neighborhood or the worst town, whatever it is where you're from, and saying, hey, we found the King, he's from here. And you'd be like, how could a king be from there? Love Nathaniel's honesty. So legit. And then Philip says, just like Jesus whispered to him, follow me. He didn't whisper to him, he said to him, follow me. And he recognized the voice of the shepherd. He says, that's my shepherd. I'm the sheep. I'm gonna follow him. Philip says, come and see. I'm not going to try and convince you. I'm not going to try and tell you how great Nazareth is when Nazareth is terrible. It's like, you're right, Nazareth isn't great. He says, but come and see. This has to be experienced. So I like that. I like this. Come experience this, Jesus. Make your own decisions. You come and see. And it continues on. And then verse 47, when Jesus saw Nathanael approaching, he said, here is a true Israelite, in whom there is nothing false. Jesus knows what Nathanael said, and I love it. Jesus doesn't berate him, saying, how dare you talk about me? How dare you down Nazareth? He's like, I like it. You call it like it is. You heard the king is from Nazareth, and you're like, what? Nazareth is awful. And so Jesus is like, I like that. That's cool. That's the way it should be. There's nothing false about you. You call it like it is. And then he says, Nathanael says, how do you know me? And Jesus answered, I saw you while you were still under the fig tree before Philip called you. Then Nathanael declared. He didn't say, he declares, Rabbi, teacher, you are the Son of God. You are the King of Israel, the Anointed One, the Messiah. Jesus said, and I love Jesus. So first Nathaniel's honest about Nazareth, and then Jesus is honest about Nathaniel. You believe because I told you were I saw you under the fig tree? Wow, that's not that impressive, but okay. He says, you shall see greater things than that. He then added, I tell you the truth. You shall see heaven open and the angels of God ascending and descending on the Son of Man. Jesus wasn't downplaying it. He's like, believe me, you're going to be with me, you're going to get it. You're going to see me, you're going to see amazing things. I love that about Jesus. All right, good stuff. Good stuff here. All right, so take a minute, pause me, and get your answers down. What is God like? He's happy, he's sad, he's powerful, he's just, whatever it might be. Get your answers down. Record those. Either Facebook or text them or email them or tweet them, whatever it is. But someplace you can access them and someplace they're going to benefit somebody else. So just do what you can. Pause me. So get what is God like? Get that answer. Then say, all right, if God's like that, what should I be like? And then once you get that answer, I want you to think what verse is speaking to you. So go ahead, pause me and come back here in a second. I'll share with you my answers. No right or wrong answers. Alright, welcome back. Okay, good stuff. My attribute of what God is like is God is a come and see God. Meaning, He wants to be experienced firsthand. That's great to hear about Him, it's great to learn about Him, but He wants you to come and see. Come and see. Find out for yourself. You know, David says it like this, taste and see that the Lord is good. Philip says, come and see. But God is like that. Come and experience, taste the richness of God. See, come and be a part of this Jesus. See what He is like for yourself. Make your own judgments about Him. Not because you heard that Nazareth is bad. Don't write it off because you don't believe a king's going to come from a dopey place. You know, come and see for yourself. Let God blow your mind. You know, come and see and experience Him. And since God is like that, the first thing I need to do is I need to come and see. I need to be going on a regular basis and be remembering. What's this God like? The world, myself, other people, all kinds of things. Satan are telling me, you know, here are the negative stuff about God. But God says, come and see for yourself, though, man. Come see for yourself. Make your own decisions. So one, I'm gonna come and see. The second thing is I'm gonna invite other people to. Say, don't take my word for it. Read His word. Pray. Open yourself up to this God. Come and see. Taste and see that the Lord is good. And the verse that speak to me, which is obvious, is verse 46. Nathaniel, can anything good come from there? Nathaniel, Nazareth, can anything good come from there? Nathaniel asked. Come and see, said Philip. Come and see. Alright, thanks for joining me for the OTC's Weekly D. Join us this Sunday at 10 a.m. for the prophecies. We're going to be looking at a prophet like Moses. That's what the Messiah was going to be like. He was going to be a prophet like Moses. Let's see, does Jesus fit the bill, or should we be looking for someone else? Is there a different Messiah we should be looking for, or does Jesus nail it? Is that what's going on here? 10 a.m. Sunday in Brentwood. If you can't join us there, check out the vodcast or the podcast at OliveTreeCommunity.com. You can listen to the sermons afterwards, or you can find us on iTunes if you search out OliveTreeCommunity.com. Thanks for joining us. Blessings. Have a great day.